Hi, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. I am just starting a 4-week series for you on learning how to track your macros. This first week, where it's going to be a little bit easier for you, but I do have a reason for each and every week that you will see in the next 4 weeks. And the first thing that I want you to do when it comes to tracking is I just want you to track your calories. Most likely you've done this before, and most likely you stopped at some point, and that's why you found me. But I want you to just keep track of those calories in your tracker. And the tracker I do recommend using is MyFitnessPal. It's been around for a long time. It's very user friendly, and I'm actually going to show you a few things here today on how to use your tracker so that there is no question when you're tracking your food what you're doing. The reason I want you to track your calories is because next week we will take those calories and we're going to adjust them into macronutrient ratios. So you'll learn how to figure out how much protein you should have, how many carbs, and how many fats. And I need to know your calorie amount in order to do that. So this week, I just want you to track your calories and how you would normally eat. I don't want you to start to manipulate things or not eat things that you normally would. I want to know exactly what does a day look like for you. And then at the end of the week, we'll take those averages of the calories and see what that ends up to be. And from there, we'll figure out carbs, fats, and proteins. So it might feel a little unexciting to do this, but it's an important part of the process. So I'm going to show you in MyFitnessPal. I'm going to share my screen here and show you how to navigate it, how to accurately track your foods. So let me share my screen. Go. Let's go here. Okay. So this is the free version of MyFitnessPal. I'm going to use that for now because most likely you have the free version. If you have the premium version, that's great. It is a little more user-friendly. You also don't have to look at all these ads. But today I'm just going to show you the free version. So this is your home screen. This is what it looks like when you sign in. First of all, I want you to go over to settings. And it has all these things that you can change if you need to. I want you to go to update diet and fitness profile. If you've had an account here before, most likely this hasn't been filled out in quite some time. So maybe just update your weight, your birthday, all that kind of stuff. You can put all that in here. Now, when you do that, MyFitnessPal is going to automatically give you a calorie goal based on what you put in there. I don't want you to pay attention to this goal. I don't want it really to mean anything for you because it doesn't. And this is a very low amount for most women to eat. And these are very low carbs, fats, and protein amounts. And this is not usually what I would recommend for women. So this is just something that's going to be in there and you're just going to let it blow past you and you're going to continue on to track what you would normally eat in a day. Next, I want you to go to, let's see here. Okay, so now we're in goals and you can edit this if you'd like to. So you just hit edit. If you're type A, like me, and you like things to be pretty, you can change your calories in there to maybe something that you maybe already know that you like to be around. It's up to you. In the end, it's not going to make a big difference to me and how we figure out your macros. So let's go into food. And I was in here before. This is the second time I've recorded this, so just so you know. Let's see here. So I'm going to delete these. Okay, so this is what your food diary looks like. You can change these over in settings. I'll show you that in a minute. Scroll down to here. You can change your meal names. You could add up to 6 of those meals if you like. And then you can also do this if you have an Apple Watch or something like that that you like to connect to. And then you would enable negative adjustments. That's just going to give you calories for your activity. Again, I don't care if you have that or not. I want you to track just what you're eating normally. So let's go back to your food diary. In order to enter foods, you click here, add food, and then you can go ahead and search whatever you would like. This is easier to do on the app because you can scan your food with your camera and then it automatically will pop up. But for today, we're just going to do this. We had 2 slices of bread. We can hit add to food diary. Let's also add in eggs. So I already have that in here because I have logged it before. So I could just hit eggs and then adjust my quantity right here. So 2 large eggs and then hit add checked. And then it'll go right in there. Let's go to lunch. We could add in anything here. We could do a salad, add in each ingredient by itself. If you want to maybe see what is the nutrition going to be like when I choose this entry, just go to go to nutrition info at the bottom here. And then you would choose one of these, or then you can see exactly what the nutrition is for this. And let's say we have 2 cups, and it'll change that for you. 40 calories, you get 6 carbs, your fibers, your sugars, and whatnot. So it will let you know that. All right, so let's add that to food diary. Next, let's add some chicken. And we're gonna do chicken breast. And this will be, you don't need to measure it this week, especially if you're new to measuring. I always say search chicken breast USDA just so you get the correct entry. But usually we're gonna do like 3 ounces of chicken. That would be about the size of your palm. So you can go ahead and put that in there. We'll just do 3 ounces and click add to food diary. And so it's gonna keep your totals down here for your calories. All your macros are over here to the right. However, we're just paying attention to calories for the week. And so your totals will be down there. So it's important to track your food consistently for an entire week so we can really see how much you're eating in a day and go from there. Next, I do want to show you how to use the recipe feature. This is very helpful when you're eating with your family and making a dish that has a lot of different ingredients in it. And so rather than entering each one individually and trying to guess on the actual portion sizes of it, that can get kind of fuzzy. So we can just use the recipe importer or the recipe builder to see what those what those calories would be. So a really easy feature is to use the importer. If the recipe is online, you can just copy and paste it. So this I had done before, so we'll hit import recipe. And then it will import that recipe right here. There are times, just to let you know, that the recipe does not import. It sometimes will just have to do with the code on the website. If so, you'll just have to enter those ingredients yourself. And then we'll hit match ingredients. And it will pull all those up. And then in here, we're just going to make sure that these quantities make sense, that it pulled up the right entry, because sometimes it doesn't. Just make sure that all of these make sense to you. 12 ounces of shrimp. Let's see, that says 12 ounces. So that should be right. But you can easily, let's just say it wasn't right. We want to replace that. And we will search and see what comes up. Here's raw shrimp. Let's do that one. And let's change it to 14 ounces because that's maybe what we put in the recipe. And just hit that little check mark and that should be good. Let's say the rest of our ingredients look great. We'll need to change the servings because this is 20 servings, which is probably not right. So we're just going to do 4, and that changes the calories per serving. So then we can hit save here, and it's going to save right in our recipe box. And then we are going to log it. It's going to ask you, when do you want to log it? For today, let's say we did it for dinner and we had 1 full serving. And then you can hit log it. It will bring you to your diary and it's all right there for you. So easy peasy. Next, I just want to show you the how to enter a recipe in. Let's say you're not following a specific recipe and you're just a magic cook and you know how to make something without following a recipe. You will put that in here, just how you made it. So we're going to do spaghetti. That's my go-to. we're going to say 6 people, and we're going to add ingredients here. Maybe. Okay, let's do ground beef raw, because that's how it's measured in the grocery store, right? When we buy it, we buy a pound of ground beef. We're doing 85%, and let's do 16 ounces, and you'll add that. And we're going to add the rest of our ingredients, which will be spaghetti noodles. We want to do this dry because that's how noodles are measured in their container. But let's just do 1 whole container just for ease. We're going to add that. And then let's also do some spaghetti sauce. Just like that. And we're going to do the whole container, 1 whole serving. Again, if you're doing this from your phone, it's really easy just to scan the labels. Okay, and then we have our servings of 6 there, and then it divides it for you down here so you know exactly how many calories are in it, and then your macros are over here. Then you can hit save recipe. No, I already have that one. We're going to spaghetti too is what it is today. Okay, and then we can go ahead and we're going to log this guy. Log it, choose your day. Let's say we're going to do it for tomorrow, for dinner, in 1 serving. Log that. It brings you back to your diary. So this is today, but tomorrow, it's in there for you. So, and that one is old. But then you can kind of, that's a good way to be able to prepare your meals ahead of time and know about how much you're eating and whatnot for the future. So that is a quick little how-to on how to use MyFitnessPal. So for this week, again, I just want you to make an account in MyFitnessPal. I want you to get familiar with the app and start creating awareness around your food. And after that, we will take your week's average and see what your numbers come to be. And then we're going to figure out your percentages for carbs, fats, and proteins. And then we can really start to hone in on those macronutrients and make the changes that you want to see. I love using macros because it's a really good way to teach my clients on nutrition, what they need for their bodies and for their goals. Tracking your macros is great if you want to lose weight, if you want to gain some strength in the gym, if you know, lots of different goals can be catered with macros. So, and not by any means do I ever expect anybody to track for the rest of their life. So a lot of times that's the feedback that I get is I don't really want to track forever. You don't have to. This is a time in your life where you are really dedicating yourself to learning about nutrition so that you can go on forever and continue to make those good decisions and know exactly what you're doing. All right, if you have questions from the MyFitnessPal tutorial, please let me know, because if you have a question, someone else will probably have the same question, and it really helps me to be able to help you. So you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you again next week.